Hey everyone, my name is Felicia Charbonneau and I am the owner of Charbonneau Event Planning. I've been planning weddings and other events for the past 3 years. I just recently relocated from Washington State to the Northern Virginia area, and with that I've kind of cut back on actually taking on clients for events. I am finishing a couple weddings over on the Pacific Northwest side, but um, since I'm not really planning on staying in Virginia forever, I haven't really been actively looking for new clients. And so, with that, while I just got things going with my business over the last 3 years, I wanted to find a way to stay in the industry without taking on new clients in that sense. So, my goal with that though is to kind of help other clients that are out there as well as help other vendors that are out there with the planning processes and just kind of all the little nuances that come with it. You know, some of the fun things. I want to share people's experiences. I want to help bring exposure to other vendors. And I just want to kind of bring a closer community together in the event planning business. When I started my business, I was welcomed with open arms by other planners in my area, which seems surprising, especially to me back then, because I was actually a little intimidated to just be like, hey, you do event planning here. I want to be an event planner too. Do you want to help me? Like, it wasn't, I didn't approach it like that, but I was like, kind of comes off that way at first because you're like, I don't know, you're like this competition coming in and asking for help to be competition. And it's like, how's that going to go, you know? So, but it wasn't what I expected. It was much more humbling than that. I had two planners that willingly met with me, gave me advice, and they're like, hey, look, we can't plan all the weddings here. We need more planners. We want more planners in our area. And I was like, really? Wow, this is great, you know? And so it was so awesome just having that sense of community, being welcomed into it, and being guided along as well. I spent several years researching getting into the business before I ever actually did it. But I still, even 3 years later, I'm still kind of considered a newer planner in a sense. So while I have a lot of great advice I plan to share and a lot of great experiences I plan to share, I want other people's experience as well. And I also want to know what people want to see talked about. So my outreach here is not only for clients who are planning weddings or even other events that want to hear some tips and tricks, but I also want to reach out to other vendors who may have something that they really want other people to know. And I will give a little shout out to you and also kind of help bring awareness to your business as well. So whether you're from Virginia, from Washington, from Texas, anywhere, I want to kind of bring that community together and help us all help each other, if that makes sense. So the next video that I have in mind to do is to kind of focus on finding vendors. I will say, if you're a bride and groom or anything like that, trying to plan your wedding and your other event, and you're looking for vendors, you know, definitely look at hiring an event planner. Of course, I'm going to say that, but nothing replaces having a professional planner figure your stuff out. But sometimes, even having that, you kind of have to dig a little deeper for the vendors you're looking for. So I will touch on that. Things like using social media to find vendors, and this will be useful for other vendors as well, and for planners that are searching for other vendors for their clients. So that is something I'm going to talk about. I will also talk about just handling the little stressors that come with planning, you know, finding different ideas that you want to do for your wedding, just all of those little things I'll kind of be working on. But with that, like I said, I really also want to reach out to other vendors and planners, photographers, all of you. I just really kind of want this to be like a group effort. I'm really excited to kind of turn my business into this different aspect of it. Since I'm not actively planning a bunch of events, I want to still contribute. So I hope that you can help me out here with this. I really look forward to it. And coming from somebody who I did plan my own wedding before I became an event planner. I got married 5 years ago. And that's kind of where I found my love for it, which sounds pretty stereotypical. A lot of planners will say that. But it really is where I found my passion for it. And it took me a couple years to really get into it, but I finally found my niche and I love it. And so I don't want to let that go. So I look forward to producing some things for you guys. I want people to reach out to me. I'd love to hear what you're looking to see, and I'd love advice that you have. So please send those to me, and I look forward to just seeing what happens. I appreciate anyone who sat and watched this video. I am a little awkward on the camera, I'll say, but I'm gonna probably not do a lot of editing. I like to keep things somewhat natural, even though I stumble over my words sometimes, but maybe it'll provide you a good laugh occasionally. So this is who I am. I'm awkward sometimes. I ramble sometimes, and I'm okay with that. That's who I am. So that's what you get. Anyways, I hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching. Thank you for taking some time to hopefully reach out to me. And if you, all I ask for other people is to share my stuff if you like it. Help bring more people onto my page so that we can get this going and so that we can get more people the help they need. Thanks. Have a good day.